I remember on the first day of class when we started in August of 2018 at McClure High School. And I remember walking into that classroom, and I had to actually teach alongside him until we can hire more staff. We both didn't know what to expect, but we came into it with great intentions, though. And it was wonderful to see Charles just take the reins. He walked right in and commanded the class, and the kids didn't pay him any attention at all. As a matter of fact, it had taken Charles and I about 2 months to be able to earn their respect, gain their trust, and then from there, we haven't looked back.
Charles' contribution to the overall success of Elevate is priceless. He's there. He is the example of what faithfulness looks like, what stewardship looks like when it comes to the lives of people and the young people that we serve. I don't think that there's a time that I've visited that I haven't seen Charles in that role at 100%, 110%, 180%. He goes above and beyond. He's not shy with the kids. He's not reserved. He's excited to be there. And no matter how hard the work gets, Charles is in. He's all in. He's all in.
Mr. Charles is very respectful and also responsible as a teacher. What I mean by respectful is he respects if we don't feel like talking about certain things in class that's personal to us. And what I mean by responsible is he takes the time to actually speak to us and ask us, are we okay as students.
Mr. Charles is very caring when it comes to his kids. He always checks up on us, even though sometimes we don't need to be checked up on, or we think that we don't need to be checked up on. But he makes it his duty every time he sees us to ask us how we're doing. So that's a good quality to have.
I remember my freshman year, my conference championship, I saw him right there in those stands. I'm like, I have never had a teacher do this for me ever. And I actually felt proud of myself because I'm like, one of my teachers actually took time out of their day, out of their evening, to come and watch me kind of lose, but still, it was the thought that counted. And that really did stick with me.
Every time I came to class, Mr. Charles would always come up to me when I was down, had my head down or something. He would come over and talk to me, and then he'd tell me to talk to him after class. Then we'll usually talk, and then he would just help me start feeling better, rise my hope a little bit.
He made sure that you're good, that you're good at home, you're good in his classroom, you're good in all the other 7 classrooms, or however many classes you got. And yeah, he just makes sure you're okay, you're not confused about anything. If you got any questions, he'll answer them about anything.
Mr. Charles, can get on the kids' level. So, with a lot of adults, we have a tendency to talk at the kids and not to the kids. I've seen him communicate with them. I've seen him hands-on with them, and he really takes his time to listen so he can give the best answer he can give or the best help he can give for them.
So Charles' influence has been instrumental not only with the young people, but Charles's influence has been instrumental with even the board. Charles is an inspiration to us. We trust him. We believe in him. We know that the young people that he is stewarding with the work that Frank does with him is priceless. It is something that we aspire to be. We look at him as an example. We look to him as an example.
It's amazing to see him go from being unsure in his role to that quiet confidence where he knows he's doing, I believe, what he was made to do, what he was created to do. Charles is really living out a calling upon his life. But to be that guide, that role model, that listening ear, that caring, empathetic adult in the lives of young people who really need a lot of support these days.
Many students that go to school might not have a teacher like Mr. Charles, or might not have a teacher mentor, period. But what I will have to say is that if you were to have one, or anybody in your circle in general, don't take that for granted. Because people who love you, especially after learning from this year, can be gone in an instant. And you should cherish those times with those people.
Charles, thank you so much for all the hard work that you do. We appreciate you, we're grateful for you, and just praying that God just continues to shine His favor upon your life. We love you, we appreciate you.
Mr. Charles, thank you for welcoming me into Elevate with open arms.
Thank you, Mr. Charles, for doing all that you could for me.
Thank you, Mr. Charles, for everything and being a big, important influencer in my life, and you're also short.
Thank you, Mr. Charles, for everything you helped me with.
Mr. Charles, I just want to thank you for all that you do for not only my child, but all the kids in the Elevate program.
Hey, Mr. Charles, it's Des. I just want to let you know you're a very great teacher mentor. You're very goofy, you're very caring, you're a great listener. Thank you for being my teacher mentor.
Charles, you know, I see you every day, but I just want to take the opportunity to let you know, man, that I love you. And you are truly a blessing in my life, a great encourager, a great role model for me. Man, you are so faithful in everything that you do. It makes me want to be the best executive director I can be, and to make sure I can bring in as many resources as I can so that we can grow this program so that you get a chance to continue to grow. Thank you so much.